Hi, this is Gemma Franci.
And I'm Gemma CMI.
And today we're continuing our reaction with the new album from Stray Kids, Giant. Next song is Love is Painful.
I was worried how to pronounce it.
And it's the first
thing that they say.
Okay. We're not like, let's just start from the start. But it's like, we were looking out how to pronounce it. We tried a couple of times, failed miserably. And we're like, okay, we're just going to say like Love is Painful. This is the translation that we found online. And then it's the first bit that they say is the title. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Aiwokuretanoninaze shiranai holiday Aishiyata noninaze boku hitori nandaro もう消されちゃう僕の思い出も君にとってはどうでもいい記憶冷めきた態度に寂しさ募るその時気づきゃよかったひどく鈍い It's on my bed, it's on my egg 誰もが合うペインの中それが僕の番と知らなかった溢れるメモリしか止まらない僕に愛をくれたのに君はもういない君だけなのに何も知らずにいた一人 Love is painful なぜ愛したんだろう僕を見つめる眼差し変わりゆく時気づいてればよかった Love is painful なぜ愛をくれたの愛したのに僕一人だった幻も話せずまたバカみたいだ君を抱きしめた瞬間君も愛してた思っていた答えじゃない Thought that I finally knew love 3年も違かった思い出が今壊れてく僕に愛をくれたのに君はもういない君だけなのに何も知らずにいた一人 Love is painful なぜ愛したんだろう僕を見つめる眼差し変わりゆく時気づいてればよかった Love is painful なぜ愛をくれたの一番会いたい恋しくて傷跡もそのまま僕を残しまっすぐな君僕に愛をくれたのに君はもういない君だけなんだ何も知らずにいた一人 Love is painful なぜ愛したんだろう僕を見つめる眼差し変わりゆく時変わりゆく時気づいてればよかった Love is painful なぜ愛をくれたの
There was like a false, like,
Yeah,
there was
a
like a
couple of
point
times.
that it was like, it went a little bit silent to like, is that it? And then I started, and then there was a point where I thought it was about to drop and it didn't. And I was
Okay, now just like on the sound perspective, this song is very hype. I'm sure the lyrics
I think
are...
it's not just hype. I think it's a mix of sort of melancholic and a little bit hype. It's not
But
fully hype.
it's not just
hype
like
song.
fully hype, but like this is, I think this
Probably
is
it's
one
a
of...
turbulent relationship.
Yeah.
Well, it is like love is
painful. Yeah, no.
fair.
But I'm like, I think this is one of the ones that like is very like super pleasant and fun to listen to, and then you look at the lyrics and it's tragic.
Have we listened to the same song? Like it sounded like half of it was sort of like more melancholic and soft. It was not just fully high.
I didn't say it was fully
Fair,
hype. I was
fair,
just saying
fair.
it's fun to listen to, but I'm sure now that we're
We're
going
going to
to
see
look
the
at the
lyrics,
lyrics, it's
yeah.
going to be like a tear breaker.
Yeah,
Tear breaker? Tear
I-
jerker, I think.
it's late.
Makes you cry.
Yeah.
Small words, please. Okay.
This is actually like part 2. So last night we filmed like 80% of the reaction, but it ended up being after midnight, so we couldn't quite finish. This is like we were
So,
being a little bit too loud and we're worried
I
about
have
the
neighbors.
neighbors. So it's like then we had to go to work in the morning and stuff. You done like magic editing stuff, so I think you went to bed like at crazy o'clock.
I went really,
Was it 4 in the
really
morning,
late.
3 in the morning, something
I went
like that?
really late, and
Yeah.
then I was editing before work, and I
then
was editing
after.
after work,
And then
while
I
waiting
finished.
for you.
Yeah, I finished much later than you, so we're just finishing the last two songs.
So if the edit is a bit rough, please forgive me because I haven't slept. Okay, now to the lyrics.
Aiwokuretanoninaze.
Okay, so why do you not pretend not to know when you gave me your love? Okay, so is it just like someone that
Like a what is it called? Like someone that is a love that is not a on both sides,
is that
maybe.
one-sided thing?
I was trying to remember the way you say it in English, but it's
Not
like
reciprocal. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what you want to.
So it's one-sided love, maybe.
Yeah.
실은 나의 holiday. 아이시아타노니나ze.僕一人なんだろう。もう消されちゃう僕の思い出も君にとってはどうでもいい記憶。冷めきた態度に寂しさ募るその時。
Okay, so it sounds more like they were in love and the other person I started to like giving them the cold shoulder
Or like starting to be a bit detached
and distance.
and then distance. So maybe this is like just before a breakup.
Possible. The like they're still together but it doesn't feel like they're together.
Or like something is definitely wrong. Yeah.
気づきゃよかったひどく鈍い It's on my bed, it's on my egg 誰もが会うペインの中それが僕の番と知らなかった溢れるメモリしか止まらない僕に愛をくれたのに君は
Yeah, it's like it's like almost like the person is there physically but it's not there like
They're not
actually
connecting. Yeah.
there.
君だけなのに何も知らずにいた一人 Love is painful なぜ愛したんだろう僕を見つめる眼差し変わりゆく時気づいてればよかった Love is painful なぜ愛をくれたの愛した
I like this like there was like that kind of break there
Yeah.
and then you went back
Started
from, like
again.
slowly.
Yeah, no, Stray Kids, like, they're really great at using, like, lacquer sound, reducing sounds when it needs to.
But it was
in
like also it
songs.
was like I think it was like the abruptness
Yeah.
is intentional.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I think it was like it felt like these like relationship was going, it had momentum, and that is like it stopped abruptly.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
And
then,
it was like the stopping was one-sided, so now the other person is still in love and is wondering what happened.
could be.
Clearly that like there wasn't any like communication,
Yeah.
because they weren't aware of why all of this was
Yeah,
happening.
and like in Chan's line, it was saying like the things, like the things were changing, the way they were looking at them was
Yeah.
changing and stuff.
It's like it feels like a falling out of love,
Yeah.
but on the opposite side without actually letting the other person know. almost. Again, I was right indeed. The lyrics are soul crushing.
너니僕一人だった幻も話せずまたバカみたいだ君を抱きしめた瞬間君も愛してた思っていた答えじゃない Thought that I finally knew love 3年も違かった
Okay, so it's like now they are going backwards and think is like, was that ever love?
It could
Or
be.
is
This
like-
might be just a first real relationship for someone.
Could
So it could be like a first love where they're like, was this love? Like, because they didn't realize like
What
love
was-
could be painful. And then usually like it's not every relationship needs to be painful, but when you fall for someone and then the relationship ends, majority of time people like suffer through it at different levels. And then they'll meet someone else.
And
So
it's-
this might be the
It's
case of a
rarely when two people are on the same page.
Yeah.
Usually it's like someone that like doesn't feel the feelings anymore, or there are
something
other
happens,
something
or they
happens.
go apart for some reason, or but it could be loads of different things. Could
Yeah.
be that to start with they thought that they were on the same page and then they weren't. It could be like life choices, loads of different things, or not going in the same direction in the future and stuff. But this
it's-
sounds like the question that they're asking in the lyrics. It almost sounds like a first love experience, someone that they never had love before, and this was their first relationship, and now
they're
it's breaking
questioning,
apart.
and now they're questioning everything.
Yeah.
Like they're questioning if the other person was ever in love with them, or if it was maybe just convenience,
or maybe it was
whatever.
like they didn't, like they were not at the same level of love, and like they didn't realize that it could end like that.
yeah.
思い出が今壊れてく僕に愛をくれたのに君はもうない君だけなのに何も知らずにいた一人 Love is painful なぜ愛したんだろう
It's a little bit. They mentioned that it was 3 years ago. If maybe this is after the breakup, or that you have to go back a tiny bit more than that. It was the lyrics before.
Okay.
So
Maybe it's like it started 3 years before.
yeah, could be. So maybe the 3
Right.
years before was the start of the relationship, and now the loving memories they're breaking apart
Because they've been tainted by
or
the
it could be is
situation.
they already like they just broke up and those are the memories from where they started, or it's been 3 years already. I'm not sure.
が今壊れてく僕に愛をくれたのに
the music has not right to be that good.
Fair,
Well,
fair,
the-
fair, fair,
it's
fair,
like
fair,
literally
fair, fair,
like
fair.
having like heart wrenching.
But sometimes sometimes
Lyrics.
you need to sometimes you have to just scream it out, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
No, not really.
Fair.
君はもうない君だけなのに何も知らずにいた一人
Like in this one is like I was alone and didn't know anything, and then like love is painful. It does feel like it was a first love for them.
Yep.
Love is painful なぜ愛したんだろう僕を見つめる眼差し変わりゆく時気づいてればよかった Love is painful なぜ愛をくれたの Hate you but
That was when I thought the song was ended.
That was like was a complete like separation. In the first time that they went in for silence or lack of music,
It was
that was not
immediate,
complete.
like,
it was
yeah.
not full on silence. It just kind of went down, and then you had a smaller pause that was such a big like
that's when I
moment.
I thought it was I don't know if I visibly had the kind of reaction that I thought it was done, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was definitely a bad split because they hate the other person.
Well, we don't know if they're just like sometimes you can have resentment and it's
for the situation, not necessarily for
the person, and especially if it was their first experience of love and they didn't know that sometimes it can end badly, or didn't expect that it was ending badly,
or
they
that
went from the love to the bliss to being alone, and then probably they were still fully in love with the person when they broke up. And so it was quite painful and devastating.
Okay, this part has no right to slap that hard.
Fair. And the only thing, since you stopped, that I was saying is like they were like, they left them and they were honest. And I was like, sometimes honesty can be so brutal depending on how you deliver it. So like they maybe just told them like, listen, I don't love you anymore, or I never loved you if you loved me. And that could be like a really hard hit.
Either way, this was clearly like a bad ending to a relationship.
So the only thing that I was like, of course, this is like, it looks like it's first love, first break. And the person has not, I think they got burned and they were in pain and they didn't expect it. But also they were like, why did you love me? Why did we went in love if it was going to end? Because I think it's a new love. They don't realize that sometimes you just love each other and you go through it, because for that point where you are together, it's good, but then like sometimes relationship ends.
And as I said, most times it's like the relationship doesn't end for both people at the same time. So there's always someone that suffers more. And that suffering can turn into resentment. It can turn into anger, because when people are hurt, they lash out. So that sounds like a bad situation where they are clearly resenting the other person.
Because probably they were still in love when they broke up.
Yes. Well,
on their side.
On their side. And now they're like looking back, questioning like if any of the relationship was actually like real,
or even just like, why did they decided to love them and then things change? It's not, I don't think it was just, I don't think that they were questioning the honesty of the love fully. I think it was like, why if then like it ended up here? So I think it's,
I don't know, for me it's like the whole point of like, why like saying that you love me and then take it away in that way. It's kind of like there's clearly a tone of resentment throughout the song.
But I think it's some of it, it's towards the person they were together, but some of it, it's general, like they're just have these,
and towards like what they've lost, basically. All in all, amazing song. We'll Definitely. There is always the one in the album that like just goes like, oh, there's going happy, 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 now punch in the chest.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this as much as we have, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.